like off my head, I can't think of anything. Like you have to have the light on.
It comes on automatically because of the thing. I'm sorry.
You gotta point it to yourself now.
Really bright.
Yeah, okay. How I flip it? I don't think I flip it.
No, honestly though, I don't know if I really can't. I can't really think of anything.
That's fine.
Yeah, so like I feel like if I'm trying,
This probably wasn't inspiring as much.
Right, exactly.
right, and I feel like I'm trying to search my brain for something that's just not.
It'll pop up.
It's not real.
Right. You're right. You want to be natural, not forced.
Right, and I think right now I'm trying to think of something that it'd be really me be inspired.
It's harder like when you don't think about it and you get put on the spot.
Right. I mean, I've been inspired by things my whole life. It's not like I'm like nothing inspired. I just can't think of anything.
So, my inspiring spot or places like when me and Luz went to Puerto Rico, I went to San Juan, and it was this area where the slaves went through, and how, because he was explaining to me how Puerto Ricans, they true color is not light skin the way he was. They black, right? And I was like, Adoy, like I've been to school, I know that, but it was like where he come from Cumacao, and that's desert, that's jungle. They don't have no electricity. They don't even have an outhouse to piss. They pee and boo boo inside the woods. So his father lived out there, and the father asked us to come through. He was like, nah, we ain't going through it because you need to take a boat to go to where they at. You know, we was on a cruise, whatever. But the area was so nice, and we went to different parts of the castle that we did a tour in, and each part had where the slave was eating, where their bed was, where the master would take the women and rape them. It was a spot that they did that too. Right. I don't know, I feel like a booger. And it was nice because before that, me and him had such a bad argument that I didn't want to get off the ship. But I got off the ship anyway because I was like, I ain't spending my money for me to stay in the cabin while he out there, right?
Exploring.
Right. Who I'm hurting myself. So by me going there and he was talking to me and whatever, it's just smoothed everything over. And then we went, of course he asked a local, where is the restaurant? And we went to that restaurant. They chicken look so fresh. It's so white. The meat was white. like white. I was like, yo, why the meat so white? Not only was it white, it took 2 hours for my food to come out because they actually got the chicken, right. And I was like, I ate, I said, nah, I can't eat this. It's too fresh. Wow. But it was so white. Like, I was so amazed. I was impressed.
So it's fresh off from the farm.
Right, exactly.
Like back home, it's like that.
He wanted pork.
Everything is fresh.
Right. He wanted pork, but they only do pork on Fridays. We was there on a Wednesday. So it was even the beans. Right. The beans was fresh. How you got fresh beans? It just looked fresh.
You gotta go pick it.
Yeah, and the rice. Everything was just amazing for me. Right. And it took so long. And when my plate came out, I had to pack it up because I had to go back on the ship. But it was just so good. And that was like a nice, what you say? Inspiring part. Thank you. Next.
I'm gonna say my engagement spot. It was Ringwood's Botanical Gardens. It was so peaceful. It has nothing to do with the actual getting engaged there, but the whole area is just so peaceful that you really get into your emotions. Like, you can feel what you need to feel, and by the time you're done, it's like a little of like a meditation type of thing. Like, you're just so peaceful, like your head is so clear. Oh, wow. And that's just from like what we had experienced, like walking around. Like, we just always feel so much better after we just kind of walk around and look at everything. Nice. And we're just like, we leave there and we're like, we need to do this more because it's just that refreshing. So that'd be mine.
Diana, I think it's bright.
Oh, yeah. Push through it.
I would say I don't really have, I guess,
inspiration spot, but I do travel. Like when we went to DR, we did the off-road thing. We went to the beach.
The bunker thing?
It was the off-road.
The moon rock, yeah.
The moon rock.
You go to the village and
There was an area where kids was waiting to get clothes from, I guess, from us.
Right.
And it was like, I was like, wow, like we're so used to getting that stuff.
Right.
It was like a whole bunch of clothes, toys, and they were just so happy with just getting that, where we're so used getting that,
Yeah, we take it for granted.
we take it for granted.
Yeah.
And
those
then
poverty countries.
yeah. And then like when I went to like the Mykonos, Greece, like everything is just so different when you travel like outside of the U.S. Like their houses, like everything.
You see
is
how
just so
grateful you are,
different.
right? How fortunate you
Right.
are.
She got you on camera with that note.
And she's supposed to drink a non-alcoholic? Yeah. Lies.
Y'all talking about me?
Right, lies.
You know, it's when you go, even though you go on vacation and you kind of like you built up to say, okay, you work so hard and you go somewhere so you can lavish. When you see how in different country and you see how other people are living, like in a poverty stage, and you see how appreciated for the little things. First giving a nice tip, or as far as being nice to them or whatever it is, they're like happiest people in the world.
Like I was telling Naida when I went to Mykonos, like everyone's like, oh, it's so beautiful, but they have like small houses, like a family of 5 gotta live like in that
like a tiny house.
Yes.
Like,
And outhouse, we complain here when our toilet is not working. When our toilet is not working. In the meantime, they literally have to walk a couple of miles to actually use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Or they got to pump water, or they got to warm water up.
Or pee in a hole.
They use leaves to wipe them,
It's out like outside. My mom's house in Columbia is like that. I went there one time or twice, whatever. But it was crazy. My shower was like half outside.
We grew up like that. Every day we go to the bathroom, you see that number 2 sitting there every single day.
Yeah.
But I tell you, it's the cleanest spot in the house because you scrub. When you have to sit down, you scrub the wood and everything. Looks exactly inside the house, except it has that smell. That smell is there. You see, that smell is there.
Yeah, it's great, man.
You remember we had to scramble up the newspaper so it don't be too hard for our butt? We was wiping.
We used to,
We
we used to collect the
But now you
leaves.
use Scott. That's the equivalent.
They don't know. We used to use leaves. So my mom used to, my granny, the tree that she had in the back, she used to get the leaves.
Nah. Because it's a cheap,
see, I'm so used to
You do the one with the bear.
Right. Yeah, I thought doing the one with the bill.
The public,
Yes.
pipe.
Or even Angel Song.
You have to come back.
I used to travel with buckets
Wait,
on top of my head. It was 5 miles.
No.
Balancing buckets.
Because I did the first, this is the second one. That's
This
why.
is
The buckets is for you to, you have to
Yeah, I just need Anna to say hers. Just talking about.
Oh, should I just say it?
Yeah, go ahead, say it.
But back then,
Right.
What was it? The most inspiring?
Yes. Change and stuff like that.
The most inspiring spot to
When
me
I went to Columbia,
is,
it was like where we
the
stayed
beach
wasn't
late at
like
night.
that.
Oh,
When I went
okay.
to go visit
I like
her-
going to the beach late at night with the waves and the
Of
moon.
course.
The moon even burns your skin if you sit in it too long.
It do?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
wow.
get the
But
Rays?
it was
rays
crazy.
from the
You're like,
moon,
holy shit,
and you get a
this is where
tan.
my mom grew up.
Oh, wow.
That's the one thing I miss
I'll
living
sit
about
there.
New York is the beach. Being right
Any
there.
beach. I like Seaside Beach. I always go there, but late at night and it's a full moon and you just sit there with your thoughts and just hear the waves. It's my favorite
so
place to
nice.
go.
So tranquil.
Yeah.
Not doing
There's
it with all
something
those
with the
crazy
water.
people.
But even the sunrise.
Yeah,
too.
even the
that's my
sunrise.
bucket list
I
for
love
this
it.
summer. That's what I want to do. I want to wake up. Maya Lee, especially Xavier. Well,
You've never gone?
no, I don't think
You
so.
should. It's so quiet. I mean, you
That's
hear
why it's so
people.
peaceful.
Yeah, it's so quiet. All you hear is the waves. I do it when I have a lot on my mind, the sunset, and then at night when there's nobody there.
nice.
I love the night, especially in the summer.
You're closer to it too.
Yeah, so all I gotta do is just go.
Yeah, I probably do that all the time.
That's how it was for me.